So, welcome to the 10's Only Season podcast. Started this podcast to inspire, get to know a bunch of different people, and have a good laugh. I'm Dan. This is Alex. Buzz for this podcast. So, like, subscribe, do whatever you got to do. And also, it's on all platforms, including Alexa. So, ask Alexa to put it on anytime. 10's Only Season podcast sorted. So, welcome to the first episode.
Thank you, bro. It's an honor to be here. We have got lots to talk about today.
Too much to talk about, to the point where we might even filter ourselves here.
We got about 25% of our experience to talk about. We'll keep the rest out.
Keep sporadically, but yeah, we have some mad times, like freaking out. What was it? May? We went to Miami. First trip.
Start with a bang. Miami was absolutely mental.
Oh, mental, yeah. Picked Mitch up, and he was a madman. Yeah. Took him from nobody to a hero, and then now he's trying to sell arms or something.
Yeah. He was lost at the start, but now he's like, he always send me Snapchats and stuff, just of him and women and like going different places. He's just fucking on fire.
Oh yeah, honestly. No, it's crazy. Like, because when I first picked him up, I was in the car with him for like 3 hours, and he was like chatting this, chatting that, chatting the other, and I thought, this guy's a virgin. He's never seen a girl before in his life. And then you told me he was like showing you pictures or something on the plane or something. He was like a madman.
Of him digging some MILF out.
Yeah. Like he took advantage of by like middle-aged women all the time. And then now he's actually going with women his own age. So congratulations, Mitch.
Shout out to Mitch. What a fucking legend. What a legend.
Mitch is a great guy. I think we might even get him on the podcast as well. He's sound guy. He's in Zante at the moment. But Miami was wild. I mean, Miami's a crazy place. Like,
yeah. I think like out of all the places we've been, because we've been to Ibiza, we've been to Mallorca. We've been
Ibiza
to
three times.
3 times.
Yeah, that's
in the last like month and a half.
Yeah, we're almost becoming Dean Gaffney and Wayne Lineker.
We're going to be
Wiki
in Ocean Beach.
Just in the corner.
10's Only Season?
Yeah, with all the merch.
Yeah.
So, do you know who I am?
Yeah. Even in Wiki Woo, like where we stay recently, everyone knows our names. It's like, the second time we were there, we're like, oh, is your Alex, aren't you? You're Dan.
Yeah. I woke up the next morning on one of the mornings, and one of the girls went, are you flying back to Miami then? And I thought, Miami, what have I been on about last night? How does she know? I don't remember her.
Yeah, that's bad.
Get back under. Nah.
Stay back there.
But yeah, no, freaking Miami's insane though. I mean, Miami, if you've never been to Miami, I keep talking to the camera, but if you've never been to Miami, I always say this to people that I meet, and I go, if you've never been to Miami, you've got to go just to actually level up. Like the amount of Lambos, Ferraris, everything that's there, it just makes you think, oh shit, I'm doing 20, 30 grand a month. I need to do 100, 200K a month. Like, and out there, it's insane. Like,
yeah. When people show you like receipts of 15 grand bills in a club, and you just think, where I'm from, that no one's got any money. Yeah. They think 100 quid on a night out. They're like, oh, fuck, I just spent 100 quid on a night out.
Yeah.
And you go to Miami and it's just completely different.
Yeah, it's insane. It's like, I remember looking in the mirror in this club called Bar Room. Nice club. Well, you was there. And I was thinking, I've got a Gucci belt on. That's a flex in the UK. You got a Gucci belt on.
Yeah.
Oh, you're the man. That's not a flex out there. Like, there's that much money out there. It's not even a flex. Maybe a Richard Millie's a flex. Like 300 grand watch is a flex.
Yeah.
But people are buying 10K worth of Dom Perignon, everything else. It's crazy place out there. That's where you nearly got bummed, innit?
Yeah. Oh, we better start with that story. Let them know what that's about.
Yeah. Do you want to say? Oh, shall I say it?
Okay, you start off. I'll finish it.
All right. So basically, Alex was in this club, and we was all in this club. We took Mitch out, and we met this guy called Ollie, and he had a friend called. We met this guy called Ollie, and he had a good friend who was connected in Miami, big time. We go to his club, Bar Room, great club, great staff, great guy who owns it. Everyone there, very, very welcoming. And there's this big guy there who's like, someone says, oh, he's worth 100 million. He owns factories in the north of America. He does this, he does that, he does the other. And he's giving out all this Dom Perignon, all this tequila. He's giving out the lot, the works. And then when he's doing it, I'm noticing that he's rubbing people's backs. And I'm thinking, something off here. And he's not rubbing the girls' backs. He's just rubbing the lads' backs. I'm thinking, maybe there's something in that tequila. And anyway, Alex is like way out of it anyway. He's already drunk. But the guy comes to me with a tequila. I go, no, I'm all right. He goes, no, please, have it. And I go, no, I'm all right. I'm good. And he goes to Alex, and he goes to give it him. And I went, Alex, be careful with that. Don't drink that because there might be something in it. You might be getting spiked here. And he went, oh, forget about it, Dan. Don't worry about it. You're scatting out, mate. You're scatting out. So anyway, he drinks it. 2 minutes later, they go, where? You two. No, you come with me to him. And I take him upstairs. It was one of them upstairs, downstairs clubs. So it's like, R&B up top, bit house music down below, Miami vibe down below, and then R&B, private party up top. And he goes upstairs. I'm thinking, he's bringing a birthday cake down, or he's bringing some more champagne, this, that, and the other. And I think, hang on, he's the only one that drank any of that drink. And I was thinking, he's getting bummed here. He's getting bummed.
Yeah. And to put this into perspective, right? Dan's paranoid at the best of times, but you had about 2 hours sleep. You were done for the night.
2 hours sleep in 48 hours.
So you were assessing everyone.
Yeah.
He was like, you were stood to the wall.
Yeah.
Because you just thought you were getting bummed, basically. And I was like, Dan, you got to chill out and all that. But even I thought it was a bit weird when the club owner.
Just you.
And
only you.
Yeah, only me. Just pointed me out. Come upstairs, you. And then they said, no, you got to stay down here, didn't they?
Yeah.
And that's when I go up the stairs. We go past the private room and then into another door. And then we get into this alleyway.
Lock and key.
Yeah, lock and key, right?
Locks it behind.
Yeah. And this alleyway is like non-furnished. It's like a real dingy alleyway. It's dark and it's like, I'm thinking, oh, fuck, maybe Dan's right here. My heart was going like this and I was just trying to keep a smile on my face. But,
please, stop.
Yeah, I was looking
clenching.
Honestly, I was fucking, my arsehole was
to the
like
corner.
that. Yeah, you couldn't fit a pin out of that. But then we walked down the hallway. There was another door with like 2-3 locks on it, and I thought, okay, this is fucking weird. High security place.
Yeah.
And then they lock it and be like, they turned to me. I was like, look at this, and I thought, oh fuck.
It's Corey, just out.
Mate, I'm shaking like
They're
a
just
shitting
sword
dog.
fighting.
Yeah, look at this. I'm shaking like a shitting dog at this point. So they open the door, and it's this they switch the lights on, and it's this insanely furnished gold room, and like they got a disco ball. A stripper's pole, everything. Yeah. It's a private room. And then we go in, they shut the door. I'm still thinking they're going to bum me. But yeah, then they were just like, yeah, this is our VIP room. And if you find any girls in the club, just take them back up here. And I was like, oh.
Madness. I would have been, fucking hell. I was so paranoid anyway, because I didn't sleep the night before when we went on that trip. I was in the hotel room and I had Mick. He chatted to me for 3 hours on the way down. I was thinking, he's chatting too much here. I don't know whether it's going to be good, whether it's going to be bad. How's it going to film? Because I only met you literally that day. Yeah. And I was thinking, oh shit, am I rushing into this? Is it going to be wrong? Is it this? I'm thinking, up all night, scatting out anyway. Yeah. And then I got 2 hours on the plane or 3 hours on the plane. And then we went out. We went Socialista. Yeah. And this is what happened. We went Socialista, and Emerson, he's a great guy in Miami. Great contact. He's a great guy as well. Emerson was like, oh, come through to Socialista. So we go through to Socialista. And let me tell you, if there was a bar that was 10's only season, that is the bar. Yeah. Like, usually nightclubs or bars get better as the night goes on, but this one got worse. Like, all the 10 out of, all the birds that were there was literal 10 out of 10's everywhere. As soon as we walked in. All friendly, all really nice, everything else. And then when it gets to like midnight, they've all gone probably next club or whatever. But I was drinking, I was getting lively. I was thinking, oh, brilliant, here we go, la la. And then my brain went, hang on, you can't get too drunk here because, you know, you got to keep your head on.
You're
you know what? Yeah, I'm responsible for Mitch here. Mitch keeps running off like a toddler. Oh, excuse me, can I get your number? And he says, look at my dog and all this. I was thinking, oh, bloody hell, he's going to jump off this balcony or something if I don't watch him. Yeah. So I start on the waters. And then I start on the waters and my brain just goes, bedtime. Yeah. And then we ended up in... this is a different night, isn't it? That Socialist is a different night to that bar room. We went Bagatelle before bar room, didn't we?
Oh, yeah.
But then we went Socialista. Then we ended up in some Latin club. Emerson says to me, he says, you'll come with us? I was like, yeah. Where is it? He goes, the Latin place. You like Latin music? He doesn't speak like that. He's not Borat, but I can't do his accent. And then we ended up there. And I'm thinking, oh, yeah, I can handle Latin music. The only song that I understood was Gasolina. That's it.
Yeah.
Like, thinking, and then all the birds are just chatting in Spanish to each other. We're on this table. They come out, 10's only season. I'm thinking, 10's only season. I don't even understand a word these are saying. And you say to when you go, you try and join in on a conversation. I'm like, what did they say? And Emerson translates. He goes, they say they enjoy the party, and the guy earlier was a little bit of a creep. And I go, blah 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 blah, and then they just go, their own conversation. And then I'm thinking, where's Mick's gone? He's gone chasing some sailor girl. I look, where have you gone? Walk outside. You're necking on with some random fucking
Spanish
Latina bird. Giant ass the lot.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, fuck it, I'm just stood here with fucking like the Latin gang. I didn't understand what a word. I'm just stood there in my shirt, just sobered up, just like, 10's only season.
Fucking don't know what to do with myself. Yeah.
Get me home. Yeah. And the worst of it is, when I got back, went to sleep thinking it's about 2 or 3 in the morning. I'll get some good night kip, wake up about 10, happy days. I ended up waking up at 7 o'clock in the morning because the villa we're staying in the master bedroom, there was no fucking curtains.
Yeah.
So it's just fucking bright light shining in my eyes at 7 o'clock in the morning. I was like, fucking hell. So I think I had a total of 9 hours in Miami. But yeah.
I think I've almost passed away on 2 of our trips.
yeah.
It's got to be Miami and Mallorca.
Oh, the Mallorca one, that was
insane.
Yeah, like, that was crazy. I didn't even go out on the last night in Mallorca.
Yeah, that's
nearly killed
what
me
almost off. I was almost done.
Yeah,
I thought this is it. I started fucking sending messages to my mum and dad. Do you know how much I love you? Yeah, Theo.
Please.
Yeah.
Dad's killed me up. 10's only season. Oh, fucking hell, though. But yeah, fucking... Because we did Miami, didn't we?
Yeah.
And it was like 3 days, but it felt like a week.
Yeah, because like the experience was crammed in. There was so much. We were going from supercars to yachts to mega clubs, and it just felt like a long experience. But that was probably one of the best holidays I've ever been on.
Yeah, no, madness.
Yeah.
Like when we first met Ollie, we met Ollie in the airport. Ollie's just got engaged, so congrats on that. But we met him in the airport, and I was like, fucking hell, this guy's... He's like us. He's like-minded, He wants to do something with his life, everything else. And he was like, I just bought this. Was it an Aventador or Hurricane?
No, it was a fucking... No, it was Aventador. No, it wasn't.
It's Aventador, SVJ or something like that. Some top-level Aventador.
Yeah.
Drop top, the lot. He's like, I just bought this Lambo. And I was like, he's like, legend, mate, what you done? Just your personally? No, I'm going to rent it out. So I'm like, I've got an IG with this amount of followers on it. Do you want me to promo your Lambo and I'll borrow it for the weekend? I'm thinking, fuck it. I've already got a Ford Bronco anyway for the weekend, but get this Lambo. And he's like, fuck it, you get my number and we'll link up. And anyway, we get past passport stamping, and he's like, do you want to come with me? And I'm thinking, this is fucking sketchy, this. I remember saying to you, because I was scatting out anyway. I was
the
like,
gaydar was going off.
Yeah, he's going to try and bum us here. And he's like, come back to Nobu. We went to Nobu with him, having a laugh, getting to Nobu Hotel. I'm thinking, he's like, come into my room. I'm like, well, there's 3 of us, there's 1 of him. There's nothing that's going to happen here. But I had no sleep, you know what I mean? So I was like, still something's off here. Yeah. But what a fucking guy. It was brilliant. Then we just ended up fucking linking, having a good laugh, Ibiza.
Yeah.
Yeah, but...
I mean, Ollie, he's a great guy. He's definitely listening to this, so shout out to Ollie.
Yeah, shout out
rest
to
in
Ollie.
Peace, a great wingman as well.
Oh, yeah, he's a good wingman, yeah.
But when you think about it, it's like that was the first time we met him in Miami. The second time was in Ibiza.
Yeah.
And he found his wife.
Yeah, he found the love of his life.
That's how powerful our wingman is. Like our group together, we will find your bird like that.
Oh, yeah, easy.
And now he's just proposed to us, so...
Yeah, so congrats on that. So it'll be some mad... stag do bachelor party that I'm thinking Vegas, whatever. I don't even know if he'll still be getting married after that one. I don't know. Yeah. Be like, oh, fucking, I've seen this in Dan's story, you know.
Yeah, you gotta keep that one.
Yeah, but nah, the Ibiza trip, that was mad as well. Like fucking. Yeah. I had Jules ring me up. Ed Matthews Impressionist.
Yeah.
He rang me up last night. He was like, oh, Dan, I miss you. I went, why? He went, I've never had a night out like I've had one with you. It was like the first one was with Lily Phillips and her pal.
Yeah.
And then second one with Dizzy Rascal. So he was like, fuck yeah, I've never seen that in my life. So I was like, he's a top fella though. He's going to come on this. at some point. But
yeah, I love Jules. Jules is a real down to earth guy as well.
Yeah,
legend.
Yeah, but Miami, absolutely insane. Anyone that wants to go to Miami, just go, mate. It's like if you want the next level, just go. Like it's a bit spenny, but it grows your brain.
But what about Ibiza? Because Ibiza's quite expensive too. So you could go to Miami. Even the flights weren't that bad, were they?
Yeah.
So everyone goes to Ibiza like 3 or 4 times. Instead, just save your money. Go to Miami, right? Because it's completely different. I think the women. I don't know about you.
Yeah.
But the women in Miami are 10 times better than.
Oh yeah, like right. You got 8.5s walking around just as standard in Miami.
Yeah.
And then when you talk to them, they aren't standoffish. They're nice. They're normal. Like
they're really receptive. They'll have a conversation with you. They'll have a laugh with you and stuff like that.
Yeah, just normal people, not approaching. Oh, excuse me, you're gorgeous. But like, even if you're chatting to someone at the desk, or oh, lovely weather today, blah blah, they give you the chat back. But whereas when you're in, pardon me, fucking hell, that coffee.
At McCafe.
Yeah, that McCafe, bloody hell. Whoa. Okay. Nah, but what is it now? What's I in about? Fucking birds, birds in Miami.
Scrambled our brains.
Coffee, mate. Whoa. The birds in Miami are great, but the ones in Ibiza, like, they take life too serious in Ibiza. The birds I found, it's like.
Yeah, because they've all got they've built up 10K followers. They probably work a normal office job, and they're like, oh, all my girls are planning a trip for a whole year to go to Ibiza. Yeah. So they're building it up and like, oh, I can't wait to go there. Everyone's going to be looking at me. Dress is planned out, all that. They get there and now they feel like they're on a fucking
and they
catwalk.
just pose there. Yeah, they've been planning it all year long. And it's like, when you walk into Ibiza, if you're not on the guest list, if you're not on VIP, it is just sardines.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
you may have dressed up and looked good and everything else, but it's just sardines. Like, I feel like people have changed from being just about good times. Like, all right, I look nice, but good times, to Instagram picture. Who the hell cares about that?
We saw those girls. There was a group of good-looking girls. We looked over. We thought, okay, we'll go over there in a minute. But they just looked so miserable, didn't they? Like the whole time there. Yeah. And as soon as someone whacked out a camera, they were like, oh, woo, fucking picking their drinks up. Yeah. They're all typical woo girls.
Yeah. Woo. Camera goes down.
Yeah, boomerangs out, all that shit. And you just think, oh, like, we're having a laugh. You're the most spontaneous person I know. You don't plan things at all. You text me like, oh, do you want to go here tomorrow? Do you want to fly here? Have you got tickets? No, I haven't even bought them yet. You got a hotel? Nah. This man does not book a fucking hotel. Like, we'll get to the airport and be like, oh, what do we do now? I got to book a place to stay. So that's...
When we went to Ibiza, we landed and we was like, oh, shit. We ain't got nowhere to stay. Where are we going here? Oh, shit. We ain't even got a taxi. Yeah. And Ollie just ends up flirting with some pregnant bird, and then we just end up at the back of her car and just fucking... what a trip that was. I wish I could live on those trips just constantly, me. I'd be like... But it'd kill me. It'd kill me off. Like, I have like 2 or 3 hours sleep a night. And I'm like, fuck. I'm like a superhero on 3 hours sleep.
Yeah. You seen what it's done to Wayne Lineker?
Oh, yeah.
He's only 30.
He's only 35. Yeah,
he's just partied up way too hard,
that's what Old Beach does to you every day.
Yeah, triples your agency.
Dean Gaffney's only 16. Fucking Dean Gaffney. No, I've never actually spoke to Dean Gaffney, but everyone I spoke to has got good words to say about him.
Yeah, I'm sure they're all top blokes.
Yeah. Like fucking that karaoke night as well in Ibiza.
Yeah. What, Wiki Woo or which one?
Wiki Woo, yeah. I don't even know how we got into that because I was trying to get some sleep. Like, we had like 2 hours kip. Yeah. And the TV was just playing ABBA. We couldn't even turn it off. Yeah. And I was like, oh, fucking hell, I can't sleep. Should I have a look downstairs, see what crack is? And you went, yeah, fuck it. Went downstairs, just karaoke, outnumbered by MILFs, fucking 6-1, belting out. That was crazy. Living on a prayer. Yeah. And they loved it, you know? No breakfast the next day, but they loved it.
There's a bed in the corner of the room, which is a bit proper, like, through these 60s beats or whatever. That's mental.
Great time. Great time.
That's a great hotel, that as well. So what I've noticed with a lot of these giveaway winners, they just don't they've got capacity. They're good looking. They've got the energy. They can talk to guys. Yeah. You know.
Yeah.
There's someone for everyone.
Nah. Just wheel someone in. Nah.
There you go. Meals on wheels.
There is good looking wheelchair guys. Yeah. Yeah. I think we might have to cut that out. It's just, no, I mean that in the best way. I didn't mean that in a bad way. I've got friends that are in wheelchairs that are good looking. That's what I meant.
Yeah, and usually they're packing if they they're fucking
just working all day. Yeah. Yeah, I'll try this leg. It does work. Yeah.
All right. But
they're good looking.
Yeah, they're good looking. Yeah. And but the main thing that they all have in common is their approach fear. And I think a lot of people will resonate watching this as well, like watching you follow your fan base and etc. What is approach fear and how do you overcome it? Because I had this before when I was younger. I'm sure you had it when you were younger at some point. You just think, no, I'm not going to go over there.
Yeah.
I think, personally, it's a bit of like your ego. You don't want your ego to take a knock. And but yeah, let's have your opinion on it first.
But no, I agree with you. I think when you said, oh, you don't want your ego to take a knock, I think it's like, it's not just that. I feel like sometimes people worry about, oh, what will they think of me? You know, and oh, am I going to blow it by going over there? Maybe I'll find her on Facebook, or maybe I'll find her on Instagram. And it's like the subconscious mind makes up excuses of why not to approach. Initially, you go, do you know what? What am I going to lose? You'll have a little bit of nerves. You do that 10, 15 times, because you won't find the one. No. Pardon me. You won't find the one in, you know, your first week of, you know, actually chatting to birds.
Yeah.
God knows. But yeah, then eventually you get to the point where it's like, oh, she's good looking. Hey, not like a creep. Oh, whoa, another bird. Oh, whoa. Like me when I've had 8 pints. Whoa. We were talking some two 10's here. We're like, oh. And then just go over to the other ones.
You got
ADHD, yeah. They're like, oh, yeah, well, a family member recently passed away. I'm like, all right.
You just see some tits in the corner of your fucking eye. Your radar's going beep, 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 beep.
Yeah. Just turn around like the Terminator.
Yeah. In the scope.
360 no scope, yeah. But now, a great example is this. We're in Ibiza. Amnesia guest list, VIP guest list. We're in there. Great time. Music blasting, playing, everything else. Happy days. Go down in the general, and it's just birds that are like this.
Yeah,
off the
they
red.
look like they're fucking skiing.
Yeah, it's like fucking.
It's that pink shit that they're taking.
Yeah, whatever it is. Yeah, like this, just constantly, just chewing gum and doing that,
crazy.
And you go, "You're right," and they go, "Yeah." That's it. That's all it is. It's like fucking Toy Story or something. I mean, fucking. Yeah. Anyway, to the left now, y'all. But yeah, and then we go up, and we're thinking, Jesus Christ. We get talking some juggernaut. Was like, oh, we'll warm up on this, you know. Yeah. And we thought, we looked at each other and thought, can't do this. We can't do it. Thought, right, we'll give VIP guest list a once over, just see what the crack is, see who we get talking to, have a laugh. I mean, it was a great time. Like we did the karaoke in there, wild time, Elro,
Amnesia
madness.
This is, isn't it?
Yeah, this is Amnesia, yeah. Elro, Amnesia on a Saturday night, great time. We're having a laugh. And I'm thinking, I want to get a bit of content here. I want to get some content with some birds, everything else, because my fans love it, you know? So I'm thinking, right, that's why, not every night's about getting birds, you know?
Yeah.
But I just thought, I'm in Amnesia. I'll get some content. I ain't got no content, so forget about it. And me, Ollie, you were stood there, was like, I think we'll call it a night. It's been all right, been good. We've had a good laugh. You know, we're 2 hours in, or however long it was, like an hour and a half in. We've had a good time. Like, you know, we've had a good night. Call it in. Happy days. We'll just go out tomorrow, beach, have a laugh.
Yeah.
And Ollie goes, fucking size of them tits. Or something like that. Or what was it? Was it you or Ollie?
It was Ollie.
Yeah, he went, size of them tits there. And, or no, was it, I can't remember.
It was like a fucking
it was
scene
a blur.
out of
It's a blur.
Snatch.
It just goes,
yeah.
He just looks at this bird. He goes, fucking hell, she's gorgeous, right? I want to cut that bit out. That fucking, it's just that's her mate, isn't it? Floppers.
No, keep it rolling. It's funny because obviously That's what he saw first.
Yeah. Right? Exactly, yeah.
You don't know what order they're working in.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. It's about what's in here.
It's about what's in there.
I'm there.
Yeah.
Anyway, so whatever was said, I don't know if you said it or Ollie said it, we was wavy. Anyway, I went to Ollie, I went, go over. He went, no, I can't do it. I said, let me show you how it's done. Patted him on the back, went straight over, and I went, how does it feel to be the most gorgeous girls in here? And these two birds, and you would have thought, like, they were decent birds, weren't they? Like, usually in the UK, you wouldn't get a response from them.
Nah.
And there was like eating out the palm of my hand, so to say. And then Ollie jumps over. Like, and I went, this is me manager here. Just, I've only known him 4 weeks, not a manager at all. This is my manager here. I thought, it just works, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And then that's it. They just hit it off. We went on the table. Happy time. So it was a long story, but he's met the love of his life through the fact that I've not had a question in my mind to go and approach someone that I find attractive.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
And obviously 99 out of 100 times, well, probably less. Let's just say 19 out of 20 times. It just does, and nothing comes into fruition. But you will meet that girl eventually if you just keep going, and it'll be worth it. Like, remember, you're not just approaching to have these girls in your company.
Yeah.
That could be your future wife that you have kids with.
Exactly.
It could change your entire life.
Because people say to me all the time, they're like, what's 10's only season mean? And 10's only season's like 10-10 in everything you do. 10-10 in the bird you've got, 10 in when you wake up in the morning, 10, not just the bird, but 10-10 in everything you do. Your work, when you go out, the way you look, the way you dress, the way you go to the gym, the way you eat, everything. Yeah. And it's like, people are like, 10's only season. Get with this bird, get with that bird, get with the other bird. But the idea is, if you chat to that many birds, you're going to get bored of 10's and then go, do you know what? I want to find the one. I want to be with that one. And then that's what I want to settle down with. Because that's the idea. You're like, you don't want to be 55 years old texting birds going, are you up? You know what I mean? You want to be in bed, in bed with her, chilled, and she makes you breakfast the next day. Do you know what I mean? That's what you want.
Exactly.
And that's what Ollie did, He went on the 10's only season program and great success.
Great success, yeah. No, that's fucking brilliant, that.
Yeah.
And also, I wanted to talk about, because obviously I've seen lots of comments. I've been reading all the comments of YouTube videos and Instagram. Dating apps. Because everyone's talking about, should I be on a dating app? What do I say on a dating app? So, obviously, you've got a course on this, haven't you, coming out soon? So.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not big on dating apps. I'm not big on them just because now I've always been kind of like my Instagram, because I've always like been able to manage my Instagram and sort it out and everything else. But I would say Instagram is the best dating app in the world. Yeah. Because you got to think, if you get 12 pictures that are lined up, they all look good. And for example, you need to not look thirsty on every single one. As in, what I'm saying is, you don't want a picture where you get your top off every single one. No, you want to show, he cares. He's got a hobby. He's got a life. He's with his friends. He's cooking.
Photo with a dog.
Yeah.
Photo with your niece or your nephew. And
Make sure that you looks like you got a heart type thing, and then go, all right. You follow her, she follows you back, you get talking, might work, might not, happy days. But you actually have you're great on Hinge, innit? You do Hinge.
Hinge and Bumble.
Hinge King.
I am the Hinge King, yeah. So my profile's pretty well optimized. Obviously, you get your photos in there. You got to look smart, you got to look well dressed, partying, you got friends and stuff. Obviously, you're good with animals and kids and stuff like that. Fucking the usual fucking bullshit. But Instagram, like when you're messaging other women on Instagram, like especially good looking women, there's no way you're getting their DMs. There's no way.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing: this is what I actually teach in the program, is that it's all about status. The only way that you get a reply is status. Yeah. So, for example, if I message a girl on Instagram, and she goes on my profile and she sees Mallorca, 10's only season. Ibiza, 10's only season. This, 10's only season. Yeah. It's not as good as if I had a picture. I had 12 or 15 pictures of me in Positano chilling, me in Rome, me in Mallorca on my own, a little bit of mystery. Yeah, so that actually performs better. And then you slide in a DM, a good-looking girl's DM.
Yeah.
And you say, simple as this. This opener works every time. Hey, I've got to ask you a question. ... Works every time.
Leave it ambiguous because they're thinking, oh, what's he got to ask me?
She's thinking, oh, is it a question about my ex? Is it a question about my friends? Is it a question about me?
Yeah.
Oh, what's this? What's that? What's the other?
Yeah,
it's going through her head. You're going to get an answer within 24 hours. And then when that door's open, you've got to remember compliment, then question.
Yeah.
But like, the more generic the compliment is, the more... Do you know what I mean? Like, if you say, oh, you're gorgeous.
I'm only laughing.
You're gorgeous. Are you in... Do you live in Manchester?
Yeah.
Generic. You're going to get a reply. But if you say, I love your dog, your Pomeranian dog.
Yeah.
What's his name? You're going to get less replies. You're going to get a higher quality girl that does reply. Do you get what I mean?
I agree. Yeah. I'm laughing because we're here discussing like it's a science. Like we have to break this shit down. But a lot of women on Instagram are like neurotically narcissistic. If you look, it's literally just photos. Every single photo they've got on their profile is a photo of them. And you have to calculate what you're going to say to them so you can just get read or respond.
Well, here's the thing though, is that, see, I think the replacement of that is, the male equivalent of that is it's narcissistic to think that males are going to get replied just because they're uploading the way they're uploading. Do you get what I mean? So they're thinking the same thing. They're like, oh, why would I reply to him? Because they're not seeing the high value on it.
Right.
Do you get what I mean?
So if a bird messaged you, you'd be like, oh, okay, let me assess her.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. If she's got an OF and a bio, then her off.
True.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
Or she's like, hey, and I'm thinking, what's this going to gain me here? Am I going to gain anything from it? Like, oh, she lives in Miami. When am I next in Miami? There's no point. No point in replying. But it's like, you meet some of these, for example, 10's are easier to pull than 7's because no one approaches the 10's.
100% agreed.
Like,
that me and you only go for 10's like on nights out, and it's just like that. But we could go for a 6 and they'll be like, oh yeah, don't talk to me. It's like, what the fuck?
Whoa, hold on. Yeah. Oh, that made me laugh when we was at Creamfields. Yeah. Creamfields, what a time that was. Oh, and when we finished Creamfields and we're in that club, and you said, hey, Dan, change my contact name to Jack Grealish.
Yeah.
And say, Dan, meet us at your hotel.
Yeah. So a bit of context. We were obviously at Creamfields. Robbie, it was Craft House, wasn't it? That invited you out.
Lofthouse.
Lofthouse. The band with Robbie Williams and invited.
Shout out Tim and Flynn as well. Great
all
guys.
Legends. They're all, Tim and Flynn, they're absolute legends. And Jack Grealish.
Jack Grealish was there. We were having drinks with him. Vodka shots, the lot.
A bit of a piss up. He was a bit nailed.
Yeah, he was a good guy. Yeah.
Good bloke. And you got photos with him. So when we were out in Manchester, we were showing these girls, obviously.
I was like, I'm his best friend, mate. Yeah. Well, I taught him everything he knows, mate.
Yeah, exactly. And then we said, just change my name and I'll text you.
It was some like £120 a night hotel. Like, yeah. At any point, he will be coming through those doors.
Yeah. You coming back for a house party?
Where is it? Oh, it's at your hotel. Oh, but let me tell you though, Robbie Williams, what a guy. What an absolute guy he was. Like I was, because when we've met famous people, they've usually been like quite stressed. Like I met Fisher 2 nights before and he knew who I was, but he was like, he had no time for me. I was like, why the fuck is that? Like, why the fuck did he have no time for me? And I think the reason he didn't have any time for me is because these artists, whoever they are, whatever they do comedy, music, actual artist, rapper, whatever. I feel like they build up in the brain and they're like, oh, I hope people turn up to the show. Oh, I hope it's going to be good. I hope people take to it all right. I hope this happens, that happens, the other happens.
Yeah.
And then they're like, it's like they don't know how they're being judged, how they're being perceived. And he was like, oh yeah, I'm not bothered, mate. Just jumps in his taxi and goes. So I thought, I had a few drinks. I thought, fuck it. I'll just walk in front of his cab and just slow him down a bit. I just thought, fuck him. Yeah.
Have this,
you bastard. Fuck off. But but Robbie Williams, what a guy. I mean, there must have been like 100 fans behind the stage.
Yeah. And Robbie Williams compared to Fisher, this man's like quadruple. Like he's in a level of fame where he can't do any, like he's his aura about him is crazy.
Oh yeah, he's massive, absolutely massive. Like Angels, Feel, Rock DJ, Let Me Entertain You. I'm trying to think all these different songs that he's done. Yeah, he's sold a house to Drake for like 38 million.
Yeah, and DJ Khaled.
Yeah, DJ Khaled as well. Freaking, he's worth a ton. He's worth probably like 300, 400 million. And here he is taking pictures with fans. What a great guy. Absolutely amazing. Before he went on the show, before he went on stage, I was like, oh, but we should have got this on record. I went, oh, Robbie, yeah. But before Robbie Williams went on stage, I said to him, Robbie, if you need any help singing, just let me know, mate. Just let me know. He was, oh, yeah, thanks, Dan. I'll let you know. He said, hey, Dan, where are you from anyway? I went, Doncaster. He went, shithole. I went, where are you from? He goes, Stoke. I went, shithole. He went, yeah, there are shitholes though, aren't they? That's where home is where the art is. So I was like, yeah, brilliant. He was like, oh, one sec, Dan. Just got to let Jack on. Jack comes on. He's a little bit wavy. Had a few drinks. His gang's there. And Jack's like, he goes, Dan. Yeah, he goes, Dan, you're the 10's only season guy. And I go, yeah, that's me. He went, you dragged me on Instagram. I went, what do you mean? He went, you said I was on a dry spell. I said, mate, you top shagger, Premier League 2024. He went, attaboy, or something like that. He was like, yeah, go on. I was like, where are you finding these beers? He was like, opens his jacket up. He's got like San Miguel, vodka, security.
Mini bar.
Mini bar. Like, do you want a drink, mate? Do you want a drink? Do you want something? He lifts his hat up. There's a San Miguel there. But yeah, what a great guy. Yeah, he's great guy, Robbie Williams.
So people want to know as well, what is the 10's only season brand about for people? Because this is the first episode, and if you were to just tell people who just don't know your brand, what's it all about?
Well, 10's only season means 10-10 in absolutely everything that you do. So, never give up, chase your dreams, realize you've only got one life. And that one life, you're going to make it count. You don't know what's at the end of it. You don't know when you're going to go. People say, oh, when I retire. How do you know you're going to live that long? You wake up every single day and make it count, you're going to live a great life. A lot of people say, there's a saying that I read somewhere, and it said, why do people start living when they find out that they're dying? Why not start living today, And that's that's the biggest thing with 10's only season is literally take life for a ride and enjoy it. See where you end up. Take the risk.
Don't wait until you have humbling perspective. Just realize that you are limited and then just take the risk on everything.
100%. Yeah. 100%.
I agree.
But yeah, I think that's a great first podcast, and we've had a good laugh. And
that's awesome, mate. I've really enjoyed it. Yeah. So it's been class.
It'll get better and better as we go on. And like I say, like, subscribe, and we're on all platforms. And any questions? I don't fucking know. That's it. Done.
Yeah. Look out for our latest videos as well. Check out the Miami, the Ibiza trip.
Oh, definitely check them all out. It's hilarious.
It's going to be massive. It's going like that.
It is. It's going like that. Yeah.
It's going like that. Let's just edit a little moustache on me.
See you in a bit. Sorted.